Hey girl, this is story time part 2 while I make a lazy dinner for my kids. I was craving these lazy enchiladas and they didn't even taste the same because there wasn't the right sauce at the store. Girl, look at me trying not to die because I started feeling like shit. Okay, so at this point, I'm pregnant. I moved back to Ontario with my sister and brother, but we were all in one room. So it was my sister, my brother, her daughter, me, and my 2 boys. Needless to say, it was a very hard time mentally, emotionally, like being so unstable back and forth. But I was writing it out. My kids started going to school. I got a job at Amazon. And to top it off, I ended up having a miscarriage at that time also. So you can imagine how much harder it got on me emotionally. I just hated the place I was at that time. A month after my miscarriage, I ended up losing my uncle, whom I was very close to. My sister and I were working together at that time, and I think with everything going on, we would just dread to go to work, so we would miss a lot or whatever, use our hours, and she ended up getting fired. I forget how it happened, but I ended up staying a little bit longer at the job than her. But we were going back and forth to TJ to help my mom and my grandma with the arrangements for my uncle's services. I was the one doing basically all the paperwork and going to the hospital, and it was just a lot. When I tell you it was so hard because I got to TJ not knowing that my uncle was passing. Like, they didn't really inform us very well, just that he was in the hospital and we just thought he was gonna make it. It was a horrible experience at the hospital, and then I had to be the one to see him like that. I had to be the one to like recognize the body and everything. Just, it was really bad on me. But after all that was done, we ended up going back and just continuing our life. And then a month passes by and we get a call that my other uncle passed away in his sleep. So now it was 2 of my mom's brothers. And again, same process again. We started going back and forth to help with the arrangements. It was a very rough time filled with losses. So you could imagine like how someone could feel, like being unstable, not having a home after like getting evicted, living like with your stuff in baskets and in the car. It was just rough. So I think there was a lot of mom guilt involved, and that's why I ended up moving back to Ontario. But with everything that was happening, I was just not in a right state of mind and I was miserable. I think that also some people were just like, how are you gonna take your kids to Mexico? Like, that's not the best for them is the US. And I was feeling very guilty, so I think that's why I chose to be back in Ontario. But I was so miserable, like sad, depressed. And then I ended up finding out the same month that my second uncle passed away that I was pregnant again. And once I lost the job, I just ended up deciding that I was gonna move to TJ so I could be with my baby's dad and he could help me. And that's when I permanently moved. Since there was going to be an extra room in my grandma's house, I started fixing it up, and that's how I ended up living in TJ. So fast forward to now, a lot of people see where I'm living and they think like it's falling apart or whatever, hating, talking down on it, whatever. But this is the stability that I had been praying for a long time. So I'm blessed and I'm just happy that we have a home.